gonna try to get the head onto the motor. Unlike the last one maybe not talking about not screwed up the last head gasket would probably be a good idea. Getting it out of this secondary cellophane package. There we go. Yeah. So they took my dowel pins out, but they never shipped them back. So I'm going to line the head gasket up best I can. Then I'm going to take the head and just slam it down on top. Because why do it gently? Yeah. It kind of looks okay. I do have head bolts. I got the old ones here too, somewhere. I could use 2 of them right now. Oh, they're there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a head bolt in the front of the motor, or front of the head, and at the back of the head. Hopefully that will help me to line it up. Hopefully. Don't be such a negative Nelly, my God. Yeah, just drop the washer. So I've got the cam set for TDC. The block is set for TDC. Hopefully we've got them both right. Let's do this so I don't get covered in oil. And yeah, that was a good idea, practicality wise, but bad idea application wise. Whew, that's heavy. I forgot how heavy this sumbitch was. I gotta make sure I drop it on and don't smack an open valve. Yeah, motherfucker, you're the one I've been dreaming of. Oh yeah. You forget. Oh heavy. Oh, this is just not gonna fly. That's heavy. Come on. Oh, you can't be serious. It's not good because it's sitting on a fucking valve. I need the goddamn fucking dowels that they took out. It's not heavy. Alright, try this one more time. I got the head broke down again because, you know, taking it apart about 5 times is 15. 5. Fuck, I lost count. But I took the cam out of it, so hopefully that'll make it a wee bit lighter as I kick it back in plate out of the way for a 429. Hopefully. Not thinking it will. Hoping it will. I see that going wrong in so many different ways. Oh, this thing just isn't getting any lighter. Let's see if I hit a hole. Nope. It was a hope. I mean, it was really a hope. Oh, maybe. Gasket looks like it's in the right spot in there. I really think I should get the dowel pins for this one. Oh, not even. She's not even in the hole. Nope. Okay, let's take it back off. Dowel pins are going to be having to be ordered. So for now, I'm waiting for parts again. But these ones I might be able to find locally. I'm hoping Toyota will just be like has its a dowel pin that they like at the factory, and they stuck with it through the factory builds. Hoping. Whatever. I'm out of here. Bring you in a little bit closer here. So I do have, excuse my fat-headedness, I do have all my head bolts set in. I cheated and I got a dowel pin. That does not look like a new head bolt. That's not a new one. That was a sneaky one. I don't know how you got in there. I got lots of new ones over here, so let's just take them out. Oh, I think that was a guide. Yeah. Grease the threads. So I did this with all the head bolts. A little bit of grease on there, and I put a little grease at the cap. Some grease down there. Squeeze my big ass around here, and then I literally just plunk them in. Now, I'm not torquing. I'm running them in because I can't remember the pattern. So I'm just going to run them down, not tighten them, just run them down. And I believe it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like I said, I'm just, so she's not tight. So there we go. Head is on, not torqued. I will torque it, but I'm going to put the cam back into it first so that I've got the cam set in. And that'll probably be, well, that can be right now. Let's do it. I'm with it. I'm for it right now. Let's go. He-ya, motherfucker. Should probably push this thing towards you over there, though. Okay, so I got my socket for the cam. Grabbing the old Camshaft. Perfect! I don't know what that sound is. That sound clip comes from somewhere. I just don't know where. Is it perfect? Probably not, because I'm the one doing it. There are much better engine builders than me. I am novice, inexperienced. So you're asking what the hissing sound is? Look over here. Here we go. So I'll be reapplying more assembly lube. I also have another tube of it right over there. That's going on there like so. And I'm going to rotate that sucker just like that. I'm going to do the same thing with the caps. I'm going to hose them out and re-lube them all. I don't care if the brake clean runs out. I do not want dirt in this motor. Like I said, more assembly lube. Set that right there. Take the bearing capper upper. One bearing cap. Two bearing capper uppers. Make sure that the numbers are all this way. 3. Oh, lube. Never put it in dry, folks. Gentlemen, be nice to your ladies. Not dry. So before I tighten things down too, I'm going to lube every one of the lobes. You have to lube the lobes. And of course, when I say tighten them down, I only mean is to draw them down, not torque them. Torquing will be done later. And 6. The sexy cap is coming. Okay. I'm going to put a lot down here on this end one. Just because it's the sexy one. And you always want to treat the sexy caps the nicest. Number 6 bearing cap. Now these are they don't have bearings in them. The bearings are built into these caps, except for this cap, where you have to have bearings put into it. We're going to run them down, same pattern. Anyway, standing, it looks... The only reason I'm switching from this one to that one when they're loose is so the threads catch. Now, somebody's going to correct me on here, or I'm going to get ignored. Both John and Steve, John from RADD Cruisers and Steve from EBI, both tell me they've had phone calls of guys looking for camshaft because the shop or a shop phoned them looking for a camshaft, and they knew whose Jeep or Toyota, not Jeep. Ooh, don't get the Toyota guys mad. I heard that them hippies are weird. Anyway, that they were working on somebody's Land Cruiser, and they cranked the bearing cap down on the cam and popped the cam into 2 pieces, which no bueno. Okay, I'm not torquing, I'm just kind of snugging. So I'm really not cranking hard here. I mean, if they won't move with a little bit of a touch, then I'm not moving them. Not following a pattern, I'm just tightening these ones now, because I've already followed the pattern to get them down this far. So there we go. So I've ordered a shim. I've got it on a cardboard list here that is now not visible to me. It's because I'm standing on it. For number 4, I've ordered a shim for 1, 2, 3, 4. Intake is still a little bit looser than I would like. I've also got the tool coming so that I can change the shim with this up and get the shim out. So as I said, let's really paste this with some lube. I didn't clean the top of the lifter buckets off or anything, so there is still lube there. I am just going over the top probably, but I'd rather have way too much of this than not enough and cook something, if you know what I mean. And I think most of you do. In Colt cams, you can see how dark this cam is. The cam should be a nice silvery color like raw metal. He ground the cam, and like you see in the journals, they're a nice silver. He ground the cam at Colt cams and trued the cam up because one of the lobes was a little bit weird. I gotta be careful turning this over now because the cylinders are at the top dead center. So I can't just ram jam this thing in there. So he trued everything up. There. See, it's hitting a valve. Valve is hitting. So I'm going to back it back off. Come back the other way. It's going to hit again. I know that already. There it is again. I'm stopping again. And we'll go back the other way a little bit, and we're going to leave it. Because I don't know where it is. So if I have to, I can always roll the motor over, get the pistons to go down in their cylinders, and then get the cam into the right position. Because this needs to be at TDC, that needs to be at TDC. Top dead center. And right now, this one is right here. So we're not far off at TDC here. So I can move this around and put it at TDC, or roughly where TDC is. It should be right about there. So now, crossing fingers, I've got the cam at TDC. The crank, TDC. Hopefully, when we put it together, everything's jigging and jagging at the right time. Hopefully. Crosses fingers, spits in an eye, phones the bone man, woman bone man, female bone person. I don't know what they want to be called, and I mean whatever terminology they want to go by. And we've got everything lined up perfect. Hoping, praying. Fuck, I really don't want to have to rebuild this twice. So anyway, cam is in, not torqued. Head's on, not torqued. Torque wrench is up there. That's a later time. I just didn't want this thing to sit here. I wanted to try the dowel pin set that I bought. And for a PZ, if you're really stuck, because some of these parts for an 8Z and PZ can be difficult to get. So you'll see a dowel pin there. I went over to a company called Mopac and I bought all this stuff there. So you see there's a really thin dowel pin right there. So you see a really small dowel pin. There's one there and there's one there. Those ones are too small. These ones, they don't fit super tight, but they don't rattle around in there like those ones there would. These ones are pretty close. And then, of course, I don't know what those are for. They're for a Chevy 350. But you do get 2 nice, brand new Woodruff keys, which, the end of that thing, I'll probably use one of these Woodruff keys, as long as they're the same. And I'll change them out. No idea what these guys are for, though. So, I'm not worried about it. Or that one. But I got an extra 2 dowel pins. They work perfect. I was a shot in the dark just trying to buy it. $20 is all I paid for that, so I'm pretty happy that I'm not waiting, you know, another 3 weeks for dowel pins. Now I gotta get the little bastards back into the bag, and yeah, I don't know, what are you looking at here? Get them back in the bag here. Probably gonna drop them on the floor. Come on, nope. Hey, get in there, you little son of a... Oh, come on, there we go. So I got 2 dowel pins now, spares. I'll probably take them over either to, well, John, you live way up in Kamloops. You're like a 3-hour drive, 4-hour drive, thereabouts. But I got them. So I can either, if Steve needs them, I got 2 dowel pins. That's handy. And this is what I bought right here. Nope, that just says Comp Cams. There's no part number on here. Nothing. It's from Comp Cams. That's who I bought it. Well, I bought it from the parts guys. But there's no part number on here. Let's see if there's something on the instruction. Oh yes, right there. Part number 233. GMC 283 327. The dowel pin is so close. Like so close. It's not sloppy loose. I mean, you guys see me put the head in, and you see me wiggle the head, and the head's not bouncing around, so that looks pretty good to me. I mean, it may not be 120 thousandths of a percent, but you don't need the dowel pins anyway. So, close is close. And if close is going to work, then close is where we're going. Someone quote me and tell me well, don't quote me. Jesus. Please don't quote me. I don't want to be wrong. But if I'm wrong, tell me. Because right now, the way she's looking, cam in, heads on. We're going to put the injectors in here. They're over there. I think I see them. And run the injector lines. We'll try and get I think I can do that without having the intake manifold on. No, I can't. The intake manifold has to be on. But I'm going to do that while I have the rest open. I'll put the rocker cover on so I don't bash anything off the cam lobe. And I'll run that. But I'm going to do the torque on these first. Put the intake manifold on, and then we'll throw her on there. Yeah. Oh, and when I put this thing on a long time ago, I didn't put the O-ring. Well, this time, I put the O-ring. I didn't record it setting the gears and the timing in the front cover here. Sorry. Just remember that the gears have timing marks and you have to be able to see them. That means the front cover has to be completely off. And sometimes the bearings are stuck and they won't move. Can't remember if this is loose or not. Yes, it is. The injection pump is still loose, so you can set the timing. That'll be a Steve over at EBI, and we'll film him doing it if he'll let me. But I'm pretty happy. You got the head on. Yeah, that's awesome.